This is what my daughter sent me on my 1 year on August 3rd. It says, 1 year sober. Who would have thought you made it so far, Dad? I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing in many ways, and the best one, a father, you know I needed you, and you grew and made it to look where you are. It's never too late, and I'm so glad to have you. I love you with all my heart, wider in the sky with no ending. Fuck. You got this, keep going and thriving. All the haters are feeding off your success because they couldn't do what you did in a year if they tried. God works in mysterious ways, and he knew you had a reason to be here. And that's just
damn.
She's smart.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
And that's just what it's about now. Like life's cool, life's good, life be happening. It's unimaginable to think where I'm at, and just to think if I try not to future trip. Like, I have goals and stuff, you know what I mean, but I just try to stay focused on the day, man. My life's great. I wake up, I pray, I go to work, I do my part, and I go over my day, and if I could have done better, I put it down in my daily inventory and I try to correct it. All the time, bro. CBCF was always hearing that shit.
Nunamaker!
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
God.
COs, everybody.
Yeah, being called by your last name.
Well, like an
PTSD.
infamous last name.
Yeah, and people, yeah.
Because it's from Joe Dirt. I don't know if you've seen Joe Dirt.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah,
have.
it's Joe Dirt's real name.
When he gets bit by the alligator and gets slammed.
I didn't know that.
That's why Dad named you Joe Dirt instead of Nunamaker. Alrighty then.
All right, we have Devin
Yes, sir. Nunamaker.
Nunamaker.
today.
That's why Mama named me Nunamaker,
Yeah.
not Dirt.
God, I'm sorry
Nunamaker.
for you, and I'm sorry for your children. It's one of
It's
those
a
things
tough
you
one.
just can't do anything about. Man.
Yeah,
You
it's
just have to
it.
accept, and then
I got a
don't-
weird one too. My last name is Essig. I mean, like, it's
Hey,
not-
it's egg. That's
And
what I
it
would do.
means,
Egg.
like,
You should call me
I make
Egg.
clothing
Egg.
for nuns. So
Yeah.
Mine means
Nunamaker.
vinegar.
Or you'd be making vinegar.
Yes.
They used to call me garlic bread, Aaron garlic bread in school.
So yeah.
yeah.
Well, I guess we're past the childhood traumas of our last names. Should probably get into it.
You're from here, yes?
Yeah, west side of Columbus.
born
Yeah,
and
man, but
raised?
I west side, yeah. I bounced around everywhere, a little bit of everywhere.
Is this your first time meeting Dev?
No.
Mind if I call you Dev?
Yeah, Dev, Nunamaker,
Okay.
Dirt, you know what I mean? Whatever you're comfortable with, man.
All right.
I'm just going to accept it, you know?
I love that about you already.
Give us a rundown of how you grew up, man.
Rundown. Single mom. Well, my mom wasn't single at first. Her and my dad. My mom was an alcoholic. My dad is a drug addict too. I have a brother. He has cerebral palsy. Once my mom had my brother, she left my dad. She dealt with like a lot of domestic violence. I mean, she had her own problems. He had his. It is what it is. They went their separate ways. So it was just single mom. She's alcoholic. She's doing the best she can. I used to think my childhood was so traumatic when really, dude, my mom was doing the best she could for me. You know what I mean? Like, in all actuality, it was just a struggle. It is what it is. She had a few boyfriends that really I clung to, but it was so unsteady because, like, I think we lived in Ohio, then we moved down to Alabama, we lived in Florida, lived in West Virginia. You know what I mean? It was just constantly bouncing around everywhere.
So these stepdads would come into your life, and you'd be like, "Oh, like
I like this guy.
I've got a
Yeah.
guy that I
Yeah.
can look up to, or whatever, a role model, whatever."
Yeah.
As a kid, that's what you want.
Yeah.
And then they'd be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
then,
sucks.
it is what it is. I kind of just got used to it. And a good thing about each one of them, like, knew some kind of different trade. So, like, very young, I was learning all kinds of different cool shit.
That's
My,
cool.
my favorite one, though, was down in Florida. Like, one of my best childhoods was when my mom was with this man named Jake. He was a good dude. There was a whole lot going on behind the scenes because as a kid, you know what I mean?
You don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that shit. You know what I mean? I see all the alcohol. I see all that shit. Like that, I just thought that was something normal in life. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But there was a lot more going on now that I got older. But, you know, he fucking had his own business. He laid tile. And that's probably the best time I had down there because his family, like, they took me and my brother like we was theirs, you know? My brother had cerebral palsy. He couldn't walk.
You have a twin?
Huh?
Do you have a twin?
No.
No, for some reason I thought you did.
No, I got I'll tell you later on. I got like 5 other brothers and sisters.
Damn.
Like my dad had other kids, and they're awesome too. They're incredible. I didn't meet them till I was like 13, and but anyways, childhood was good. You know what I mean? I at the time I just didn't think it was the greatest because, when I was young, I thought my childhood was good. As I got into my teenage years, that's when I was like, man, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like, but a lot more started happening. I played sports. My mom was always fucking. We was clothes, wearing whatever, fucking thrift store. It is what it is. But I was just grateful to have all that shit. We didn't really go without. I mean, there was times like I went to foster home, I think twice. But my mom came and got me back. You know what I mean? She came and got me back.
How does that work? Can you do that? Like, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. I just remember there was the one foster home. I was like, I fucking hated it.
But they can just like drop like.
No, like
how does it
they
work?
came and took me away and put me into another house, and then my mom did her part and got me back.
Okay.
Why'd they
I
take you
got
away
you.
to begin with?
I mean, I honestly don't even know. I think between my mom couldn't handle me and she was an alcoholic too, and
Okay.
I really never really asked details of why I was taken or what happened but it's crazy because to this day there was actually their name's Howard and Louise Yoder. They're out in Plain City, and we're still in contact with him. Like,
all these years later.
yeah, all these years later, they constantly tell him I'm
Foster parents.
Yeah, they
That's
asked because they were really good people. Actually, it's where I learned to ride a bike without training wheels there. So. Like, my mom got me back home, and I went back home, and I was all geeked up, like, Mom, look what I learned to do. Like, I hopped on the bike, bro, and just bit the dirt, like, bam!
Wow,
But-
son.
Immediately wrecked.
Yeah, immediately
Wow,
wrecked.
Great job.
When you get to foster care, is it weird because like now you have strangers telling you what to do and like are you like fuck you guys like immediately?
No, I mean, I don't think I was really too rebellious as a kid. I was really just accepting the situation because it was like everything was just all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
I'd get somewhere, get structurally sound, and then get comfortable, and then I have to go. We move to another state and have to make new friends and do all this stuff. So I kind of like, I was
Just
like,
the way it was.
just the way it was, you know. And then, I mean, of course, it was different, but like I said, the one foster home, it was fucking horrible. It was terrible.
In what way?
It just, it didn't even feel like they gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't give a shit. Shit's all locked up, and like it was just different.
Like what,
And
food?
Yeah,
and-
food, the
You
pantry.
they get paid for that, right?
Oh yeah,
I
they
would
do,
assume.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, they get
assume.
paid for that.
But I got out of that one pretty quickly. I got to go back
That's
home.
good.
And then, but Howard and Louise, man, they were really good. They're Christian going people. They're well known out in Plain City. Like, I had a lot of good memories there too. They were really good people. And like I said, my mom lives like 5 minutes away from them now in Plain City. So, and like I said, they was always asking about them. So.
That's great.
All that matters, though, is I got to go back. My mom got me back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, dude, I have 2 kids that were adopted out. I'll eventually tell you later on. Because I was so strung out. Because eventually I started being an IV drug user. And, like, we were getting calls to have, like, check on the kids, this and that. And it's like, I couldn't give them a life that they deserve. You know what I mean? I couldn't. And then I got to meet these people that couldn't have kids, that wanted kids, and were living a great life. You know what I mean? So I had to give them up, you know? And, I mean, they're living a better life. And later on, if I eventually get to see them, which, you know, that'd be great. If not, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But,
You did what was best for them at the time.
yes, yeah. And that was a hard pill to swallow because even as, like, I can do this. I can take care of them. No, I couldn't even fucking take care of myself.
Right?
Couldn't even fucking take care of myself. You know what I mean? That was a hard pill to swallow. It really was. But, you know, they're living their best life and they're being taken care of. But... like I said, Florida was great. Played sports. We're getting bounced around everywhere. We was down in Florida. Then we went to Alabama because my mom and them eventually. My mom left Jake, and then that's when my mom left Jake, I was like 10, 11. We moved to Alabama. We was there for a little bit because my Uncle Craig lived there, and then like 12, 13. Because I've drank then. I can't tell you when I did my first drink. I don't honestly remember, like, when people say they remember their shit. I don't. Because I was always, like, I think there was, like, time when I was, like, 6, New Year's, and I'd go steal, like, what everybody was
Snatch
drinking.
somebody's
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
half-drank bottle.
my whole fucking manipulative, lying behaviors, like, started when I was a kid. It was before drugs even happened type shit. But, yeah, I was just always dibbly-dab when I would drink here and there. There was time down in Florida, like, I mixed Hawaiian Punch with my Bud Light. Yeah, it was
God,
horrible, bro. It was horrible.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know, because I thought I was going to make the taste better, you know, as a kid.
Lion. Oh, man, Bud Light.
That had been
I
so
think I just
They
disgusting.
Bag in
smoked
my
weed
mouth,
down in
though.
Florida, too. Like, it was just, I mean, it was just whatever. But it was nothing that was out of control at the time. I didn't realize it would have been. Because, like,
how old are you?
when down in Florida, I was like this is between 10 and 12. Like, that's when I start drinking. And like I said, before that, I probably would sneak drinks or do this and do that. But 10 and 12 is kind of like when the alcohol and weed started. But when we left Florida or moved to Alabama, my life got chaotic when we came from Alabama to Ohio. So my mom she's on her own. There's no man. And like, mind you, between this time, like as I'm getting older, my responsibilities for my brother are getting more. Okay. Because my brother can't walk, you know what I mean? So, my mom always got him to his appointments. Like, he had to wear braces. He was constantly going through surgeries on his hips. Like, it was a handful, but my mom did it,
That's what I was going to ask. Like, who's taking care of what? Like, what's that division of labor look like as far as taking care of your brother?
As a kid, my mom was on it. Like, you know what I mean? My mom was on that shit. Like, she would have help, of course, the family. Because my family, like, was a very fucking chaotic family, you know? Partying, this and that, but like they all looked out for one another. So, I mean, my mom always did her part, but just as I got older, I think like the alcohol, it just progressed, and like hearing this, like people's leads and the women's leads, and like at meetings, you know what I mean? I got a better understanding of like what my mom was going through now that I understand what I'm going through. So, it's just me being a brother, like, I felt like I should have had, like, my brother didn't have legs, I did. Why didn't God do that to me? Because for real, I think that was, like, one of my biggest resentments against God is, like, why did God do that to my brother, and not me? So I felt entitled to help and take care and help with my brother, So it wasn't so much my mom pushed it on me. I just felt it was
your duty,
my duty,
Gotcha.
And then my mom would, like, use that, of course. But, like, when we came back up to Florida or came back from Alabama, like, shit started getting real. Like, this is when I started drinking heavy. We moved to Orion, Ohio, and we lived in a trailer park. And, like, started hanging out, like, with everybody, whatever. And it got to the point where if you're going to do it, you're going to do it here with me,
Oh, yeah.
So our trailer was the spot, man. It was it was the spot.
Yep. And
then there was a bar down the street called the Darby Tavern. I would constantly have to go down there sometimes to get my mom from the bar. I'd walk down there, or, like, there'd be times when my mom wouldn't come home for a little bit, or just like shit like that. And this is like before cell phones. This is like when house phones and shit were thing. Like, and like I had to take care of my brother. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I love that little dude, and I love my mom too. But that shit, it started putting a toll on me because, like, I'm a kid too myself.
Yes, that's a lot of responsibility.
You know what I mean? I'm just going through. I'm just learning about feelings and fucking all this shit, and my family was more so just get over it type shit, you know what I mean? Especially my grandpa George. He was like, I ain't trying to hear that shit, mom, because he'll chew that fucking
a big wad of tobacco.
Suck it up.
Was he in the military? Military man?
I don't think so. I think his dad was though, but it's just he was an alcoholic too, and he isn't no more. It's just how he was. Just old school built. You know how they are back in the day. Just suck it up, get the fuck over it. Don't you want a pat on your ass? You know, it's life.
Up by your bootstraps and get it done.
Did your brother ever like dabble in drinking or something?
Yeah, this is when shit got like, man, it was fun because like, in the trailer park, everybody knew, like, because I dealt with, like, you ain't about to bully my brother, you know what I mean? Like, so, I was always sticking up for him, you know what I mean? And, like, even in high school and stuff, I always got along with everybody. I just tried to be that person because I didn't want people picking on my brother type shit. And, like, he was always included because he was always there. So, I'm like, I'm partying. I'm like, fuck it, here, you can have a beer too, you know what I mean? But in the trailer park in Orient, man, like, what happened? Oh, I don't know if I got it mixed up. We moved so much, but anytime, at some point in time when we come back from Florida and Alabama, I'm going to school, and I'm like, I did good in school. You know what I mean? I was doing my part. I got good grades, and this is when we lived in London. Sorry, but
London, Ohio.
Yeah, London, Ohio. I'm about to get an argument with this kid because like they put us in a group at school, and like everybody's got to like chip in and do their part, and fucking this one kid's like, I ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to do something. Mind you, I don't know him from nothing. We start arguing and this and that. They send us home, and I go home and I tell my mom. She's like, what the fuck are you doing in school? Acting stupid. You're grounded. You know what I mean? My groundings didn't last long. She's like, just go the fuck outside. Never mind. You know?
Disappear for an hour.
Come back when the street lights are on type shit. Or check in an hour, that type shit. But I come back to school the next day, and the kid I got, his name's Jordan. The kid I was arguing with is Jordan. He went home and told his grandma, like, yeah, grandma, this fucking kid Devin just came up from Florida,
Oh shit.
and she was like, Jordan is his last name, Nunamaker. This is a true story, swear to God. And he was like, Grandma, how the fuck do you know that? She's like, Jordan, that's your brother.
Oh.
Yeah, so he comes in and he's like fucking,
Whoa.
he's coming up to me in the hallway and I'm like, this is where I start figuring out that I have other brothers and stuff. And he's like, bro, who's your dad? Yeah. He's like, bro, who's your dad? And I'm like, man, I don't know him. I think his name's like Jimmy Bradford or something. He's like, your mom's Beth Ann. I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro? He's like, bro, we got the same dad. You know what I mean? Grandma's.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, bullshit, you know? So when we leave school, we walk over to my house. And I'm like, Mom. She's like, what? I'm like, this is the guy I was arguing with yesterday. She's like, you guys are friends now? I said, you know him. She's like, no, fuck, I don't. I said, his name's Jordan. It's Jimmy's son. She said, fuck. She's like, out of all, cause she just tried to keep us away.
Wow, bro.
And then come to find out, my mom helped name Jordan because.
Wow.
Wow.
Imagine that, bro. You're about to, like, you're getting into it with some dude at school, and then you find out he's your fucking
your
brother.
brother.
Yeah. And
Damn.
then, so that happened actually before Orient, because I kind of scooped ahead, because then we went from London, then we went back to Orient. And then, mind you, like, my dad and all them are from the west side of Columbus, you know, so I start interacting with them. Like, I'm starting to hang out with older people. And me, like, because when me and my brother are at home and we need something, and if my mom's not there, I'd have to walk down or take a ride with me and the guys would go down there anyways, because we'd go down there and steal liquor and fucking whatever. So we go down there and I'd like act like I'm buying some shit for the house. So I started selling weed, you know what I mean? Started selling weed, started doing this shit, like 13, 14 years old, having house parties and shit. And, mind you, I'm doing like, this is back when like little pain pills were the thing and whatever.
Some bikes and perks.
Bikes and perks. And
Who were your customers at 13?
the older kids in high school.
Really?
Yeah. And then just the whole trailer park, like everybody 14, 15 buying weed, doing this and that. And then older people too, you know, there's like, because that's when, like, everybody talks about their first drink. Like, I believe there's more junkies now than drunkies. Like,
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, the one that got a hold of me was pain pills.
Oh, yeah.
I'm selling weed, dude, and it's actually one of my older friends' dad. He's doing pill runs, and this is before I knew about pill runs or really how pills are coming in.
Down to Florida?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know his location where he was getting them. I just know he was getting the red OC 60s. Yeah. And I'm 13, 14 years old. And he's like, dude, I'll give you 10 of these for a half ounce of weed. And I'm like, huh? I didn't know how much they were, like, how much I could sell these things for.
Did you know what they were?
No. I just, he's like, you can sell them, youngster. And I'm like, fuck it, if I can make $1.
Let's go, yeah.
I called my buddy, and I'm like, bro, what are these? He's like, that's a jackpot. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what you have? I'm like, no. Is it worth money? And,
Man.
So for the first little bit, I wasn't doing them. But then, like, because when people would come and buy them or whatever, they would just grab it and run. Then they'd be like, oh, because if my mom was there, I wouldn't let them, like, do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or I'd meet them outside. But then, like, times when my mom wasn't there, I'm like, come in the house. And then I'd see the process. They're taking the coating off this pill. They're, like, crushing it down. Like, they look like shit before they do it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not understanding what's going on. And then they do it, and then they're like, they're like,
yeah. Popeye moment. Yeah.
And that's just what happened, man. Because, like I said, I've always dibble-dabbling with shit. Freaking ecstasy, freaking shrooms, acid, freaking... It was just having fun, because eventually, like, I wasn't, like, I would go to school, but after having to wake up, I'd have to run my brother's bathwater. I'd have to get him in the bath. I'd have to change
all this when you wake up.
Yeah, when I wake up, because his bus came before mine.
Golly.
And, you know, change his diaper, get him clothes, get him ready, help him with his homework. Yeah. And my mama would do it too, but more so I would do it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because after a long night, my mom wasn't trying to get up, which I understand now.
Wow, bud.
And wheeling them down the steps, you know, getting them to the bus, and then I'd get myself to the school, and eventually I just said fuck school. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a lot of responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for someone that age.
Yeah, and then I'm just so caught up in what I'm doing. I think what I'm doing is normal, you know. And my teachers always told me and shit, like, man, you could really be somebody if you just excel yourself.
You just applied yourself.
Yeah.
God, I hate that. You have so much potential.
Yeah. And
potential. Yeah, that's the word.
But I was more so just, my brother was good. He was getting on the bus. He was getting off the bus, and we was having fun. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't. One day, I don't know, I was just having a moment, and I was like, I didn't have like fucking something else other to do, so I took one of them oxys and I took the coating off, and yeah.
You do a whole pill?
No,
Yeah,
hell
I was
no.
gonna say, man.
No, but I did a half of
You
one.
ate it or you snorted it?
I snorted it, and I started doing it. I did a half of one, dude, and I was
God.
I think I was on the verge of overdosing, but then like once I snapped out of it, man, it was just
Euphoric.
Man, like
pleasure.
Weed, alcohol,
Yeah.
like nothing could compare to that. Like I was
made it to the promised land.
Yeah,
now.
dude, I've made it. Like, and I didn't know about addiction. I really didn't, because like my mom held hers off well. You know what I mean? It was all mom just didn't feel good or something, or it was a long night.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where it all started. And like a few months go by, I'm not thinking nothing of it. They're here. I have them. I may be able to get them. I don't have none.
So you're doing after that first time, you're doing them on a regular basis?
Well,
now?
I didn't do them on a regular, but it got to a regular really fast.
Okay.
And then, like, I didn't have none. I just thought I was sick. You know what I mean? And then, dude, I guess he's going to the doctor or something, and because he's calling my phone, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not fucking with you today, bro. I don't feel good. You know what I mean? He's like, well, I'll be home tomorrow, and we'll need some weed. I'm like, if I feel better, you can come by. He said, he didn't say anything, but he's like, I'll be there tomorrow. And I'm like, no, you won't. Not if I don't feel better. I didn't answer his calls, and then he ended up coming to the door. And he's like, youngster, I told you not to fuck with these things. And I'm like, I'm not. He's like,
bro, clearly.
Yeah, right.
And, yeah, that was the moment for me. Because once he came back and I did that pill, and I wasn't fucking feeling like straight death. Yeah. That was like on day 2.
Oh, buddy.
And I was like, fuck. And I'm like 14 years old, bro. 15.
Jeez, at 14.
Yes. My mom, I just played it off like, Mom, I don't feel good. I drank too much.
Sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog.
And it's funny because, like, this guy has the cure to your ailment. And he's like, trying to get to you. Yeah. And you're like, no, but I don't feel good. I'll call you when I do.
And then that moment, man, is, that's when it was just, that was it for me. Like, I'm selling weed, like, doing my thing. Like, I wasn't balling or nothing, but it was just, I was young. I didn't have no responsibilities but to take care of me and make sure my brother was good. And
did you know when you got right, when the guy came over, like, oh man, this is
I didn't know. He kind of explained it to me a little bit.
Yeah.
He said your body is now. He didn't say it this way, but like, he's like, your body's dependent on this shit now. He's like, you're addicted, dude. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
How sick were you?
I was bad. I was throwing up.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. Like, it was bad. Mom, I just thought I had the flu or something.
You were
like,
sick.
my mom's like, you just got a bug. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. You know.
Just got the flu, Mom.
Wow.
But and then once that started happening, bro, my mom ends up going to prison.
Damn, what did Mom go to prison for?
Drinking and driving.
She hit somebody?
Yeah, and actually she hurt somebody in the other vehicle, and like she's had previous incidents.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, you know what I mean, racked up, but this time it was they got her.
How long did she have to go?
3 years.
Damn.
And this is when my dad comes into play.
Your biological dad?
Yes.
Okay, shit.
Yeah, he comes and actually gets custody of us because like we didn't have nowhere to go.
And you've not seen him?
No, like once I met my brother Jordan, like I was in and out meeting him, like starting to finagle with him.
Isn't that weird though? He's like literally right in the same town.
Dude, that's what because like with the oxys and shit, I was literally going to get some perk 30s too, because I found out about pain pills.
Yeah.
But I was getting like perk 30s in the bottoms on Cypress, and my dad was right over on freaking like Central or like Glenwood, you know what I mean, this whole time. And come to find out, he was going to the same guy I was going to.
Small world.
Wow.
And but prior to that, never reached out to him, never talked to him, never.
I think there was like one time my mom told me that we ran into him. I vividly remember it. There was another time my mom got like a child support check from him because he tried to file taxes and they got him. But like all this fucking shit, like I just started acting out. I got was getting in trouble. I got like. Before my mom went to prison, I caught a case as a juvenile because we was just all high on X and cocaine one night, oxys and shit, and we decided to get CO2 powered BB guns and just go terrorize the town, you know?
Damn, got caught, huh?
Yeah, had a big ass restitution.
What did you say? You went to
move.
juvie for that?
I went to the jail in Marysville that they held me out because I got caught in Madison County, and then with my mom going to prison or whatever, my dad got custody of me, so thankfully they transferred the case to Franklin County.
Okay.
And then, mind you, like my dad tries to get me to go back into school.
Are you done with school? You dropped out?
No,
or are you just not going?
I wasn't going. I went and did the homeschooling thing. Like,
yeah.
I do my little papers and turn them in through London Academy type deal. And my dad tried to get me to go to West. And long story short, my brother made it through school though. He graduated and he rolled across the stage. You know what I mean? So that
Get the fuck out of here.
He did.
Good for him.
He does his thing. And I end up getting a girl. Fucking, I'm strung. Like I'm strung out.
You're pilled out, man.
I'm pilled out. My teachers see it. My one teacher, I remember my social security. I said social security. What's it called? Social studies teacher. One day I'm sick as a dog. I'm like, dude, I'm leaving. He said, man, are you okay? You know, like he had a genuine care and concern. Like he's like, dude, you need help. You know what I mean? Like he took me out on the steps and sat me down. He's like, I don't know what you went through or what you're going through, man, but this isn't the way to handle it. I said, I appreciate you, but I'm not trying to hear none of this shit right now.
None of that right now. Like, that's insane, man. I couldn't even imagine going through high school with a pill addiction, bro.
I can't either.
Being dope sick in class.
I would be fucking miserable as fuck. Oh my
God. Bro.
And so then I get a girl. Her name's Mercedes, and it's actually who I have my first daughter with. I don't know. She's like arguing in something. She's arguing with this chick named what was her name, Julie or some shit. And mind you, she's like 3 months pregnant now, and like the girl goes to start to fight her, and I'm like, I think I'm high on Xanax and perks, and that's another reason I went to school for real, because like I'd have a Crown Royal satchel down in between under my pants, and then I'd have what everybody wanted, a
little pharmacy down there.
Yeah, and so that's why I really went to school. I just go and then I bang out the door.
It's good business, yeah.
But fucking Mercedes was pregnant. I was like, dude, it was epic. I didn't even know how to take care of myself, let alone a kid, but we're like, yeah, we're going to do this.
We're going to do this.
But anyway, she starts fighting with this girl, and like this girl, I'm like, she's pregnant, bro, fall back, you know what I mean? And distinctively, bro, when she goes, I see her to like hike her leg up to kick her, I grab her by the hair, bro, and I smack her. And I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And that wasn't right. I shouldn't have done that. But, you know what I mean?
Get the principality behind it, though.
But then, like, I seen what I did, and then I looked over, and I seen her brother.
Oh.
And he didn't do nothing. He just turned around and walked away. So I go into blackout mode, and I run to him, and I'm like, it's your fault. Like, it wasn't his fault, you know what I mean?
He's
like,
trying to walk out of there.
Yeah. And then, so we start fighting and getting into an altercation and shit, and he keeps trying to grab me, and like this scar on the side of my face, there's like a trophy case in West on the 3rd floor.
You guys are fighting in school?
Yeah, this is school.
Golly.
Yeah, he keeps trying to grab me, so I'm trying to sling him off of me, and then we go, and then like we're both going, and we just crash into this glass case. Doom! And then glass is falling, dude. It cuts me, like it's like millimeters away from losing my eyeball, and I'm still trying to fight. All of a sudden, the principal comes up to me and says, fucking stop, and grabs my new shirt, because I just had a new outfit on. I said, not my shirt. I didn't realize how bad I was bleeding.
How bloody you are.
Dude, it looked like a massacre, because it was opened up here, had to get staples on the side of my head.
Damn.
And I'm still just going, I'm high.
You guys went to work like that in high school?
Yeah.
God damn.
The glass case,
and
man.
this poor guy's just trying to walk away. He's trying to get away from you.
And then, like, I got expelled, and I was like, fuck it. But then what happened was, that case that I was telling you about in Franklin County, they're like, I'm like telling them I'm on drugs, you know what I mean, and whatever. And one day I was at Mercedes' grandma's on Braille Avenue, and I wake up and I don't have nothing. Like, I don't have anything. I'm sick. I don't know what to do. And mind you, she calls her mom, because her mom was in recovery too, and her mom, whatever, she's like, what do we do, you know? And I don't know. Like, I believe I was tired at that point, but I wasn't tired enough. But she's like, go to what's that place in the bottoms right there on Central?
Netcare?
Netcare.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Netcare. And I was like, fuck it, I go there.
And you're a kid?
Yeah. I was 15, 16 years old.
Going to Netcare. Netcare is like the emergency psychiatric crisis.
Because,
place.
like, well, I had this case coming up, and they're like, you're going to have to figure something out. And I'm like, fuck it. She's like, just go there. And I went there, and they sent me to Children's. They sent me to Children's Hospital.
Damn.
For a detox. And I'm there for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is where Suboxone came into my life. 16 years old. They're like, we got this miracle drug, you know. This is before anything I knew, like, I knew recovery now.
Yeah.
They're like, we got this miracle drug for you, man.
Miracle drug.
And it was giving me three octagons a day, like 8 milligrams.
Damn.
Yeah. But I was like, fuck yeah, it's working, you know.
I feel great.
Yeah, I feel great. Because I detoxed, and then they start giving them to me, and then I feel myself again. But I was really just getting high again.
Yeah.
So I detox. And then I'm really not detoxed. I'm just nothing against Suboxone, nothing
You're
against
just getting high on a different drug.
nothing against any MAT program, but for me, I can't do that. It works for me temporarily. I do really well, and that was a lot of my stints of.
Vivitrol is really where it's at.
I did that in House of Hope. That's why I did that.
Vivitrol is great. Yeah.
That's really where it's at.
But they gave me the Suboxone, and then Franklin County ends up sending me to Abraxas for 90 days.
What's that? Kid jail?
Yeah, it's like a fucking just a little
like a halfway house for
like
kids?
a program for kids type deal. And they're giving me the Suboxone there, so I'm like, run it. You know what I mean? They're like, it's prescribed. So.
Yeah.
That's funny too, because you're talking about snorting them. I was cheeking them.
Oh yeah, that's cheeking. Yeah.
I was cheeking them and making money in that place, man. I was just a fool, you know, this manipulative, self-centered bullshit that I was always doing. I mean, and that's what I was doing. I'd be in there, and then like my baby mama come visit me, and I like hand her off money, like.
So you're doing all right. You got a little hustle in summer camp while you're out there.
Getting
high, getting
moves.
some money. Lady can come see you still.
And
little cash.
Yeah, Devin's doing all right now.
I was fucking a piece of shit, dude. Because like these kids, like, because I didn't know about Suboxone. A lot of people didn't either. You know, it's I was 16. This was what, damn near 20 years ago almost, or like not 2015 because I'm 32, and that shit was strong, man. That shit is really strong.
Yep.
So I get out of the program and I'm still, you know, I'm on Suboxone. You know, she's about to pop.
Is she doing? She's not doing anything.
No, Mercedes just smoked weed, and it's crazy because like she was all against what I was doing. You know what I mean? Because when I first met her mom, like they took me to her grandma's house on Braille, and I'm still we're in contact. We love each other. Everything's cool because they got a lot of people that going through it too.
Yeah.
And her uncle Daryl, man, he works at Maryhaven, and that man that's my guy. I'll speak about him in a little bit, but like I come to the table, meet the family, and I'm like this,
and slumped.
Yeah. And her mom was just like, Mercedes, what are you getting yourself into? You know? But she was like, because I've always been like, I feel like for me at least, like, I've always been a loving, caring, genuine person. It's just like, when I start doing drugs, I just get selfish.
You just turn into an animal,
I just turn into a fucking animal, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody has a genuinely good, big heart, you know what I mean? We all, like, for me at least, I know I got a conscience. I know when I'm about to do right or wrong. But, like, when I'm getting high, I don't give a fuck about
that filter's gone.
That filter is
yeah,
gone.
it's good long gone.
It's out the window, and then I'm not thinking about it till I'm sitting in jail.
Yep.
And another thing is, like, I never knew how to really get sober, ever, because, like, I was already mentally relapsed anytime I got locked down, all this shit. But, I mean, let me finish what I was talking about. With the Suboxone, I get out of fucking Abraxas. Mercedes is freaking umpteen months pregnant, like, couple months away from the term. And I'm just fucking up, you know? The Suboxone, I'm like, fuck, I'm drinking, I'm doing pills. I'm like, fuck the Suboxone, and I end up getting in trouble and get put on house arrest. Well, on house arrest, I was sick one time, and I was like, fuck this ankle monitor.
Oh, no.
I went and did some shit real quick to make some money, and I came back, and my PO was like, because it timestamps you. Like, when you leave.
Yep.
At least you didn't cut it off.
Yeah. No, I was like, I was trying to justify my wrongs. Like,
yeah.
I didn't cut it off.
At least I didn't cut it off.
And like,
those are expensive.
Yeah. Well, that fucking, the restitution that I had to pay for all that damage I'd done, that shit was expensive. That was a lot of community service, but I did it. Anyways, yeah, dude, I fucking violated it, and it was funny because it was with Nick Davis.
Nick.
My dude, I miss that guy. Like, he was a good dude, and man, if I wish he could have found the rooms like I did, man, because Nick was a great dude, man. Just
didn't make it.
No,
I
think he died shortly after he got out of CBCF.
No, he just died like 4 years ago. Yep. But anyways, yeah, freaking. So my PO locks me up.
And you're what? How old?
I think like 16.
So you're going back to juvie?
About 17.
So young.
Yeah. Well, I go down, and they lock me up there, and he's like, yeah, well, literally freaking. Then my daughter was born while I was in jail.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. My daughter was born while I was in jail. My first time seeing her was through a picture that my dad brought me in a visit.
That's rough.
It was, man. And That still couldn't get me sober. You
I
know?
was,
How long
I
you
was
sit-
gonna ask, did that motivate you in any way?
I mean, it did. It gave me all right. Like I always had motivation. I always had drive. Like I'd be in there and I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna get. But my thing was like, I can drink.
Yeah.
I can smoke weed, or I'm just gonna take the Suboxone when I get home. You know, I was already mentally relapsed. Before.
Something.
Yeah, there's something that's gonna get me out of myself, like one way or another.
That I can control, maybe.
A little control.
Yep.
I'm gonna manage this time. You know, and like. I would do that though, like, cause then now they send me to Maryhaven. They send me to Maryhaven. This is a 6-month juvenile program. I don't think Maryhaven has that anymore.
No, they don't.
So they sent me there, and I'm 16, turning 17, or like 16 on my way to 17. I do good in there, because I always would do good. Like once I get sober, like I've always respected like the staff, COs. Been
It's
a
easy.
respectful person. You know what I mean? Because they're just doing their job.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it. I chose to do wrong. I was fucking, it's not their fault. That's their career path. And
you fucked up, so at the end of the day, the consequences
it's my
fall
fault.
on you.
Yeah, that's it.
Easy as that.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Rarely do you hear people come out and admit that
Yeah.
and be like, no, it was me.
It's
so,
me.
like, why the fuck should I be mad at them?
All this shit that I went through my whole life was me.
Yeah.
Like,
And
was-
structure is easy to get through. Like I'll go through jail, I'll go through
Dude,
treatment.
it's
Like
cake.
it's so easy
Yeah,
to
it's
go
cake.
through.
Yeah.
And like if people tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it.
Yeah.
It's super easy.
how do you fuck that up?
You
So
get
you
out.
Get out,
you
you
get
know?
out.
You
That's how
get
you
out.
fuck it up. Yeah.
No, because like that's just how it was, man. Anyways, Maryhaven, Mercedes and her mom are coming to see me. My mom's still in prison, and then Mercedes' mom's like, "You don't need to go to your dad's, Devin. Like, you need to. I'm gonna take you. You know what I mean? When you get out, you get through this program, and then her girlfriend was Dee. They're no longer together, but them two have helped raise my daughters in more ways than I can ever imagine. Because if it wasn't for them, I would have lost my daughters to the system too. And that's just period. And that's the same because I have 6 kids total.
Whew.
Yeah, and 4 that I'm actually active in their lives now. And my 2 sons, Leighton and Maverick. Actually, I'm going to pick them up when I leave here.
All right.
And
Right on.
but a shout out to Christy and Dee and all the people in their family that played mom and dad when me and her mom couldn't. I'm gonna speak on my behalf, not the mother, but when I couldn't be a father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, she's like, "We're gonna take you in, buddy." I'm like, "Why not?" You know. So Dee already has it in motion. Like I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna go work with her and all this stuff, and we do that. You know, I get out of Maryhaven and. I'm on a good little stretch, you know what I mean? I got a car, got my license, and that's just how my life ends up being for like the next fucking umpteen years up until, because I have a little bit over a year now. I would fucking get out and do good. I would work. I'd get a job. I can excel so fast. All of us can, man. It's crazy. Like if I really just,
I agree.
dude, like
I agree
can excel
100%.
so fast. It's crazy, dude. Because like you said, like I was in CB7 with you, and it's like. Man, not even that, because I got in some trouble with my uncles, and I picked them up, and the car that I had was already loaded down with shit, and mind you, like, my uncles and shit, they have extensive records. The one just got out, you know what I mean? And the cop was on my ass, but, you know, I'm like, you got me fucked up. That shit was in the car when I picked them up. They didn't know nothing about it, you know what I mean? They don't know shit. And then they're like, well, because it was, like, off of 270 at Hilliard Rome exit. They're like, well, we're going to let them go right here, and we're booking you. I'm like, book me, Dano. You know what I mean? I gave you my social, gave you my birthday, and I told you I just picked my uncles up. They didn't know shit about it. And they let them go, and that was my first time being arrested as an adult. But like I said, the thing with Mercedes and them, fucking, I did good, and then drugs, man. Just me.
So you're not using this whole time you're getting
No, I
good?
am. I'm drinking. I'm
Okay.
fucking drinking. I'm
Just
sneaking.
everything but.
Everything, because like I progressed to like I said, I'll explain, like, of course, heroin, crack, cocaine, all that stuff, but like I was like dibbling down with little pain pills. I was drinking, or I was just taking Suboxone or some shit, something.
Yeah.
And then Mercedes didn't like that shit, you know, nobody did, but I was like, I'm not doing that, you know, I'm not doing that. But this is countless times. It's happened with Mercedes. I move on from Mercedes. I get with Kirsten, with the 2 boys that got adopted out. It's like, it was a revolving door for me. I was constantly catching like little F5s, F4s, F5s, just something. I get a little slap on the wrist. Oh, you're getting put on probation. And I'm forever grateful. I ended up doing like all my time for like all my count, like all my F5s and shit, like 12 months. As many times I fucked on probation, like, they're like, all right, time served. You did your time. You're off paper. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like,
Because you go, what, 30 days at a time?
Yeah,
to
30
jail?
to 90,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And, like, I'd be in there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da. But, shit, I didn't know how.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I had great intentions on doing it. You
Well,
know?
in the workhouse.
Oh, it's a fucking jungle.
Well, we said this last episode. They don't teach you shit.
No.
Like, if you get to go to a meeting, if you're going to, like, one.
Yeah.
You got to ride a kite, and they never fucking come get you.
Yeah.
You got to be awake at the door by
like,
the time they come.
Yeah, like when I got in trouble with my uncles, the outcome of that ended up being I got probation, and then but still, it wasn't my uncles. That was me. That was my fault. I chose to do that shit, and now we're both. My uncle Daryl, he's like 10 years sober now. Works at Mary Haven, big peer support there, and dude, he's impacted my recovery so much. Uncle Danny's doing great. Fucking CDL truck driver, you know what I mean? All them guys had umpteen penitentiary numbers, you know what I mean? Like, life's good if you can just figure it out. But anyways, that was just my life, bro. I'd fucking be like, all right, I'm going to have some more kids. I'm going to get sober.
Yeah, the kids will get me sober for sure.
Or a girl.
Yeah.
You know, or my girl, you know, I got to do this. It never worked, man. Even having CPS coming to my door because, like, they felt like my kids needed to be taken, you know, and that's just the truth. They needed to be taken, you know. I wasn't able to take care of them. That wasn't good enough for me. Fucking losing them, you know. I was like, there were stints too. I'd get out and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to get them back, but then I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? And I've always, like, that's the thing too. Like, thankfully for, like I said, the family that took my sons, Dalen and Devin, forever grateful for them because they ain't wanting for anything. And then for Mercedes, like, she still's got her things and she's doing what she's going through in life. But like I said, her mom and Dee have been the parents to Raylan and Liliana. And like, if it wasn't for that, and then with Ashley, my other baby's moms for my sons, Leighton and Maverick, like, they've been great. Like, I feel like all them relationships probably would have been better if I wasn't such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I had great intentions.
I'm going to go on a limb and say yes, that would
Yeah.
have been the case.
Yeah, like, I had great intentions. Like, that's what they always say. Like, you know how to love, you just don't know how to love right.
Yeah.
You know? And, like I said, like, and...
Well, you've never been taught. You don't know. You know what I
was out
mean?
there
Like,
fucking thugging and grinding.
once
like,
you work on yourself, then you learn that maybe you have something to offer to
yeah, and that's what I'm
a
saying.
female. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I mean?
sure. That's another thing is, like, I'm gonna speak on all that once I get to talking about the House of Hope. But like CBCF, they're like, we're gonna give you some social skills, and you're gonna sit at a table, and we're gonna talk about AOD and some triggers, you know, and that's it. You know, I mean, nothing against triggers, but I think triggers are bullshit. It's an excuse to use, and it's only a trigger if I fucking pull it. Like, period. Like, I'm not about to go hang out at No Trap, or I'm not about to go hang out with that, but, like, of course I'm gonna change my people, places, and things. You know what I mean? And it's
I like that. I like that because I've kind of always felt the same way when people talk about triggers. It's like
that's a fucking mentally
like
relapse.
for instance, my girlfriend lives in the neighborhood. They're close, not in, but close to the neighborhood where I used to cop.
Yeah.
But when I drive down there, that doesn't mean I'm going to cop
Yeah.
dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not a fucking trigger. Like,
that's just an for me at least. That's just me mentally relapsing.
no, if I found like an original OC80, I've always said this.
That'd be hard, man.
That's a tough
That'd be
one.
a tough.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a tough one.
Yeah.
It's like
You
if
know
I
what
found
mean?
a Quaalude. Like
That's a fucking
Might have to
trigger.
just do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But, I'm not gonna
like,
put myself
I
in
know
a
what you mean. I know what you're talking about, and I agree with you.
Yeah, and that's I'm forever grateful for CBCF. Every time I got locked down, and like even the court systems, like a lot of people were, oh, fuck them, fuck that. Like, man, if it wasn't for all them little stints that I got arrested, I don't even say I got arrested anymore. I say I got rescued because I was probably going to end up dying. Like, however I want to look at it, I know I'm not the fucking happiest person when I'm in handcuffs, and I'm like, fuck, but you know, maybe it saved me for something.
Yeah.
Because I've overdosed 7 times. You know what I mean? 3 of the times the mother, or 2 of the times the mother of my kids, the one that saved me. One of the times this was Ashley. Like, dude, I think I overdosed because I drove to the bottoms. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting nothing crazy, and I'll go in there and I fucking snort fentanyl.
Yeah.
And then I come out and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nothing. Just go home.
Yeah.
Well, I'm overdosing. And mind you, like, I think we're going to my grandma's, so we're on 70, passing Hilliard Rome, and I'm falling out. Like,
You're driving?
No, she is.
Oh, okay.
But I'm turning purple, and she pulls over, and, like, we're already past the Hilliard Rome exit. London's a little distance away from there.
Yeah. Nothing in between you and
Nothing.
Help.
God.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is God. Like, it's just, that's a God thing. I was dead. She's getting out of the car, pregnant as hell, pulls me up out of the car, calls her mom, panicking, what do I do? And somehow I woke up in Madison County Hospital, dude. And there's just been countless times, like, God's just been, I've had a bullet grazed the side of my head because somebody tried to rob me, it went wrong, and fucking.
Oh, yeah, tell that story.
Yeah, dude, I was like in my 20s, dude, got a little bit of money, I'm like, I'm gonna be a dope man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I was my best customer, though, you know what I mean? Like, but, I was running a house, was doing a little thing out of it. I come to find out that it's not the dude's house. He told me whose house it was. It was the other guy, because this other guy, he's like, I'm like, bro, what's your problem with me? You know what I mean? Like, why you got some kind of, you know what I mean? I just get that vibe from you. He said, bro, this is my house. I said, bro, why didn't you say something? You know what I mean? Like, bro's told me this was his crib, so I'm paying him and his girl. So then I tell dude, I'm like, all right, look, I'm not paying y'all no more. I'm paying dude. This is his shit. Well, they get salty, and then, long story short, like, I go out to hit a swerve. I come back in. I go to get in my room, and like the room I was renting, and then there's a dude behind it, and he smacks me with a pistol. Boom! Smacks me this way, and then when he comes across this way,
where was he hiding?
Like behind the door.
Oh my
God!
God!
Behind the door. Just right behind the door, and I'm paying it, dog.
Do you know who this is?
I do know who they are. At the time I had a resentment, you know what I mean, but. It is what it is, because I've done a lot of foul shit, too.
I mean, was it just like a hired mercenary or what? Like,
nah,
who was the person hitting you?
It was one of his buddies.
Oh, okay.
One of his buddies, yeah, and like, hey, it is what it is. Fucking, I've done foul shit, too.
I mean, yeah, it's like, it
I
fits
made it,
the
though.
scenario.
Like, I'm forever
yeah.
grateful for it, because, like...
Behind the door is crazy as fuck.
I'm like, oh, shit, and then, like... All I ended up getting was because I would wear shorts underneath my real shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where the shit was at. And
yeah, like the dummy pockets outside.
Dummy pocket,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They got my phone, got a gun, and then they got like just a little gram and a half of shit. But like when he came, he hit me from this way. Then he came across this way. The gun went off.
Damn.
And it went through the window, and then he came back down on top. Boom. Ooh. And then I'm like, fuck this, dog. Here,
take it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just throw it, and
damn.
I'm like, I'm panicking, like, but I'm so high, I'm cracked out, I'm methed out, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just know I'm leaking.
I was saying, leaking
and
everywhere.
You know where the first place I fucking go?
Probably,
Dope Man's.
I was gonna say probably the Dope Man's house.
I don't call an ambulance. I go in there and he's like, "Bro, you all right?" I was like, "Bro, I just got robbed, but I'm still good." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's just the obsession of this shit.
It's
like,
insane.
Like, gun just went off, gushing blood.
Near death experience.
Near death experience.
Like, as you can get.
I don't have my phone, but I know he's just a few blocks away because I threw my phone and my gun and everything, and that's right where I go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's where I've always went every time, and it's done nothing for me. But like I said, like there's countless jobs, great job opportunities. I got great friends still to this day that I've fucking been friends with for years, since 12, 13, that they can drink, they can smoke weed, but they can do that.
Yeah.
I can't, and they're starting to get a better understanding of it, and I love it, and they're always there for me. Like, I got a great group of people inside the rooms and outside the rooms. Like, family that cares about me, you know what I mean? Like, and, because, like, when I go ghost. And I don't realize how much I really am hurting my family. I think I'm being better because I'm ghosting. Like, no, I've stole from my mom. I've stole from family.
And not to mention they're worried about you. Yeah. If you're alive, you're not alive. Yeah.
And then, like, my mom's sober too now, mind you.
That's good for her, man.
Yeah, she is sober. I'm actually on my way out there once I leave here to go celebrate my grandma's 70th birthday. But I'm going to get to I got, like, talking about my childhood and shit, yeah, whatever. I used to think that poor me, victim mentality and shit. Like, I want to talk about the point of desperation that I reached in life because, like I said, I've been to CBCF with you. I fucking went to jail countless times. I went back to CBCF out in Maryhaven. It was just a continuous vicious cycle until I got this picture here. I'll show you. I always had great intentions. Always had a good heart, man. It's just, man, you get wrapped up in them fucking drugs, dog. It's all it cares. Like we was just talking about before. Like
then the thing is the intentions don't mean shit.
No.
Because the actions negate the intentions.
That was me.
Oh my!
Point that. You're gonna have to click your screen.
Yeah,
it's
brighten it up.
It's dimmed down. Your screen is.
Brighten it up.
Look at my guy.
August 3rd.
August 3rd of what? Last year?
Yes.
Jesus.
Bro. Let me see.
It looks like death.
God damn, yeah.
That's insane, bud.
That's not
it's
you.
Like a lifeless.
And I keep this on my phone though, man, because I got to remember this shit. Because like before, my thinking was like, all right, I'm gonna get out and I'm just gonna drink a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bit of coke. You know what I mean? And the next thing I know, I'm smoking crack, shooting fentanyl, like, because my disease just progressed. And like, I understand the disease part of it, but at the end of the day, it was my choice. It was my decision. Like, I feel like the disease part is like, for real, it's like up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like, the drugs and alcohol.
You hadn't been treated either, though.
Yeah, that too.
So.
I mean, I've had countless times that I could have, like, because I know people that got out of CBCF and stay sober. You know what I mean? I know people that's, you know, you can get sober anywhere. It's just, well, I just didn't really know. But anyways, long story short, man, like I said, I had Raylan and Liliana, and it didn't work out with her mom because I just, you know, my drug addiction ruined another relationship. We've got a house, we was working, I was doing all kinds of shit, ruined that. Then with Dalen and Devin, fucking worked, did good, and IV drug use, that got a hold of me heavy too, because when I got out of CBCF, when me and Nick were hanging out and shit, and it wasn't Nick's fault, you know what I mean? It was my choice to do it. He hit me with a bell ringer, man, because like we were sniffing powder and whatever, and Nick wasn't sniffing powder no more, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Like I told you, and then I was like, so I go up there and bust in on him, and he's like, "You want to try?" I'm like, "Fuck no!" But then I'm like, 15 minutes later, I'm like, "Why not?" You know? So he fucking do, and then that's when it was off to the races for that, and this is a whole much. Like, my character defects are just horrible. Like, it's not only affected me, but it's affected everybody around me.
Yeah.
Like, they really have. And, so then I just progressed, bro. Heroin, meth. That's what got me.
I'll say, what were you on in that picture? A little bit of everything?
Fentanyl.
Cocktail?
You know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, but mainly meth and fentanyl.
Well, and opiates were your drug of choice? So
yeah, it started off with, like, the pain pills. Progressed to heroin because perk 30s ended up being $35.
Fuck
I
that.
had $10.
Cheaper alternative.
Well, I can get this for you. And I'm like, all right, why not? You know? And like I said, I go to jail. I've been in jail countless times, man. F4, F5s. But I was doing my thing, and then I got caught with some shit. A little bit of everything, for real. In 2022, let's fast forward way ahead to everything and get to the point of desperation. 2022, also methadone was another one of my things that I was, nothing against that, but I would just go to the methadone clinic to get well, to go get fetty.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's it. Like, that was a free fix. That shit's potent, too. Like, some of the worst withdrawals I went through was from Suboxone and methadone.
Yeah, methadone ain't no joke.
Methadone is really strong.
And they just keep upping it. Like, Suboxone, it's like, after you take 3 strips, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go.
Methadone, it's like, you want another 10 milli? You want another 10? You know what I mean?
I have a client right now is on 300 milligrams.
Yes, I was up to I was up to 240.
Bro.
I was up to 240.
That's an insane amount of methadone.
Yes.
Oh my God, the detox from that.
That was the withdrawal, like, because I was
God.
withdrawing from that, fentanyl, and ice.
And that goes for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I ended up getting caught up in a situation. I got arrested. The girl I was with ended up bonding me out. She's like, "You're gonna do different." It's not. Yeah,
yeah, man.
You know, I'm on the phone telling her a whole bunch of bullshit. You know, and I just wanted out of jail because I didn't want to be sick. And then they gave me a future indictment because, you know, you got 10 days, you gotta go back, and they gave me a future. I was like, sweet. And then it's off to the races again, man. I'm just doing all a bunch of bullshit. I'm stealing from people, I'm robbing people. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know, manipulative, self-centered prick. You know what I mean? Neglecting my kids mentally, just not being there, thinking if I buy them something, that's make it right.
Make up for the years.
And then I'm mad at everybody else because they don't want me around. It's like, no, they have every right to feel that way. Like, because of the mother of my child, my son's Ashley, she's like, get right, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, you get right. Because
10 or 20 years, baby. Make a skeptic out of anyone.
Yeah, and just broken promises. She's tired of hearing it too. And now we get along well too, man. It's pretty cool. We're on the sidelines together with my kids. But anyways, point of desperation, my indictment comes back.
How long did it take?
It took about 10 months.
Okay.
10 months, and it comes back, and then since I was out on bond, they didn't issue a warrant out for my arrest. They sent a subpoena stating that I had a court date. And I'm looking at my indictment. It's 2 aggravated F3 drug possessions, 2 F4 drug possessions, 2 F5 drug possessions, meth, fentanyl, and cocaine. And I'm adding this shit up in my head, and I'm like, bro.
5 years, 3 years, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, whatever. So I show up to court, and then I'm strung out. And then it takes a process. They give me a pro bono lawyer, which was pretty cool because there's a couple of times when my dumbass wasn't just going to go to court. I shot her some excuse, and she was like, well, we got a continuance. I'm like, oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
And then I did it like twice. Like one time it was like, damn. Second time, I might have did it like 2 or 3 because it ended up being like another 10 months that we fought the case. And she's like, dude, you got to just come in and just
show up.
settle. Yeah, that's it. Like you got to come in here and because I was off probation. I didn't have nothing going on in the other counties. So they're like, if you cop out to the F3, the aggravated drug possession, and you cop out to the F4 for the fentanyl, because the F3 was the meth, the F4 was the fentanyl. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we'll drop all the other shit. And we'll put you on probation. Soon, you know me. Probation? Run it. But then they're like, well, you got 6 years on the shelf, too.
Oh.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, when I had no intentions of completing probation, I'm like, fuck it at this point. I'm going to go to prison. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what's next.
Because, like, through the whole trial and shit, like, my, not trial, but fighting the case.
You couldn't stop the whole fucking time.
My lawyer's like, you look like shit. Like, and I'm like, well, I bring back my paper from the methadone clinic. Like, I'm doing methadone, you know, I'm doing good. You know, just to have some kind of make it look right. But she's like, you look like shit. Like, you look horrible. And, funny story, too, because, like, anyways. All right. Well, I signed the paperwork for probation. Like when they do the intake, I did the They're like, "Are you on anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm strung out now. I'm high right now." Like I thought they was gonna arrest me. They're like, "Well, do you want help?" I'm like, "Sure. You know, if you're gonna give me some help, take me." I thought I was about to get arrested. They're like, "Well, here's your thing. Come see your PO and check in." Yeah, no. I called my PO like my first visit. Like I'm running late. It's like because I know like 3 or 4 they're leaving. So it's like. She's like, well, it's kind of late. You can't come up here today. And I'm like, all right. Well, I was just trying to call you. And then I left it at that. And then I got a warrant out for my arrest. But my PO, man, Chandrea, man, she's awesome, bro. It was incredible because, like, I get arrested. I'm up off 270 and just left Home Depot. I just boosted some shit, I believe. And, like, I thought we were getting whooped from what I was doing at Home Depot. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the case. My buddy, his window was too tint. The window was like the window tint was too dark, and he didn't have license. We had a broke down gun, like had the fucking pistol here, the clip here, the bullets here. Jesus. There was drugs and shit in the car, fucking meth bongs and all this shit. And that was cool because I didn't have nothing on me. So and they're like, "What? Whose gun is it?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know. Whose truck is it?" It's like, you know what I mean? And it wasn't his truck either. So we went with, well, we don't know. You know, it's just what we do. That ain't my shit. Anyways, we get booked in and get arrested. Well, all right. I lied. I tried to give him my brother's name. My brother in a wheelchair.
Oh, good for you.
Because I've got away with it a couple of times. I don't know how, but it worked. But then, forever grateful for this moment too. His name's Krabby. He's a sheriff out of Madison County. And
Krabby?
Yeah, well they call him Krabby.
Like the Krabby Patty?
Yeah, like that's what they call him.
Okay.
And he knows my situation, and he's real close with Ashley and all them, and. I had a wild-ass arrest out there, too. Like, Jack Dill, I had felony warrants that I didn't tell Ashley about, and I got in the whole situation. I did, like, a hit and run. Anyways, the sheriff, like, damn, this is a crazy story I skipped over. But long story short, I did a hit and run. The mirror fell, and he got the mirror. He ran this. There was a serial number on it. Ooh. Came back to Ashley's. He's pulling up. And this is, like, during winter time, so, like, there's, like, salt on the side of the car. My mirror and salt's gone on the car. And then, mind you, Ashley's mom got us the car to help me get back and forth to work. And I was on my way back because this was when 30 started getting fake. And I was like, something ain't right. I'm like, because I told her, like, I'm just going to get some shit, whatever. And I falling out on the way back. There was fentanyl in it. This is before I started doing fentanyl. And long story short, bro, the sheriff pulls up. His name's Jack Dill. He knows her parents. Her parents are well known in Mount Sterling. They're fucking incredible people, man. And I love them to death. And I shit you not, dude. I lied to this man. He already called bullshit. He already knew what it was. But it's funny. They'll sit there and just let you go.
Yeah, let you bury yourself.
Let you bury yourself. But he didn't charge me or anything. He's like, because I tried to tell him, he said, "Look, Devin, I'm going to give you one chance, man." And he said, "I know why you're lying to me." And I'm like, dude, I have warrants in Franklin County. Ashley and none of them know about it. Like nobody knows that I have felony warrants out there. And dude, he let me go inside and, like, have one little moment with my girl before I left. Let me eat, put on some whites. Wow. He said, yeah, like, I was like, and it's crazy because 2 months in after that, Ashley's like, I'm pregnant. So every time she sees him, she's like, yeah.
Like, you're responsible for that one. Damn, he lets you have the
dude,
fucking conjugal visit.
Yeah, because he was like, you're going to jail. He's like, I'm not going to hit you for none of this other shit. He said, but you're going to jail out in
on
Franklin County.
on the warrants.
Yeah, you're going to jail with these warrants. But anyways, yeah, I had a good time with Ashley. We had 2 houses. I ruined everything. I used to blame her, but it was me.
How would you blame her?
Because, let's see.
Like, what would you say?
You're ungrateful. You don't appreciate that I'm working hard and I'm doing all this shit and da-da-da-da-da. Because there's been times when she's put me in jail. She's lied on me. And I asked her to this day. This is because the guy at the House of Hope told me. He said, you got to look at it this way, man. He said, was it right that she put you in jail? No. Did it save your life? Yeah. And think about all the other things you've gotten away with.
Yeah, right.
You know? So, and that's what I like. What I always ask her, there'd be times I'm like, why'd you do that? I said, because I know your thinking wasn't to help me. You know what I mean? At the time. But it is what it is. I let it go, and I got to look at it like, save my life. So, anyways, to the point of desperation I was telling you about, my indictment came back. I'm running. I cop out to the probation. I tell them I need help. They let me leave. I tell my PO, like, I can't make it. And, I'm already dwindling down to nothing. Like, that picture, when I weighed in at Franklin County, I was 118. And then I went through detox, and I got down to 113. Because you know how, like, they come and get you, and they're like, they come get you to be a runner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody in the tank's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you ain't like, no. Well, I'm like, this is the only way I'm going to start shaking this shit. Because, like, for once, because from where I was in the MAT program, they, like, I could have got that, you know?
Yeah.
Then they're in there pushing Sublocade, methadone, you know? And I'm not knocking it. It is what it is.
When you say pushing it, what do you mean?
Like, people are in fucking jail folded.
Yeah.
Coming in sick, and they're...
Like, they'll let them wait it out a little bit, but if they have any kind of paper trail, if they was in the MAT program, they'll get them back in it.
Damn.
Which is cool, don't get me wrong. But it's just, man, they're in there folded on a Sublocade shot, which, you know, people can do that, and it's nothing against them, but I can't, because I'll be trading my shit off to the dope man before I know it, you know. And if I don't want to do Suboxone one day, I'm doing something else. So I get booked in, whatever. They take me down to be a runner. They weigh me in again. They do the whole little process to be a runner. You know, they give you a little TB shot. And the lady's like, are you okay? Like, I'm like, I'm just withdrawing. She said, you think you're going to be able to be a runner? I'm like, yeah, man, just give me some days. You know, I'll shake it. And, dude, I'm not eating. I remember looking in the mirror, like, just disgusted, dude. Like, dude, I'm wearing like a small inmate shirt, and it still looks like shit. I got bones popping out, and I'm like, I need to do something different. Like, I don't know what it is. I got people trying to give me shit in the tank, and I'm like, just leave me alone, let me fucking die. You know, they're calling my name for the fucking detox. I don't want none of that. Just let me shake this shit. And I'm still sick. They call me to be a runner. And I'm still fucking sick. Like, you know, being a runner, you got to start off on OBART. Like, you got to clean them trays.
Yep.
And it was cool because the guys, man, you know, you need some sweets, or you I always know somebody when I go into fucking, like, because I was up in a fucking gladiator tank, but shouldn't say this, but the guy that I used to cop from was there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
he was cool. He's like, man, you got to shake this shit, you know what I mean? So, like...
when your drug dealer's telling you got a problem.
So, and I'm sick as fuck. I'm not eating my food. I'm just I'll get my tray. And he's like... And he told him, he said flat out, none of y'all are fucking with this white boy. That's my dude. Like, leave him the fuck alone. You know? So that was cool. That made that bit a little easier.
Yeah.
Because they listened. Because it's a jungle in there, you know what I mean? It's I've been through some shit and put people through shit and been put through shit in there, you know?
Yep.
But I got called to be a runner, man, and I was able to start moving around. I'm fucking doing OBART, still throwing up low-key, starting to be able to hold down food a little bit, and then starting to come back to life, you know? I call my sister and stuff, and I'm letting her know. I'm like, I think I'm going to prison. Like, I'm like, I done been to CBCF twice. They're going to look at all this shit, all these opportunities, and, like, I'm like, I'm going to fucking prison. And I was like, I was just preparing myself for that, and but my PO comes, and she's like, are you ready to change, Devin? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got good potential, you know? And I'm like, I was like, I don't want to go to CBCF. You know what I mean? Nothing towards it. Like, I don't want to do base camp. I'm like, I don't want to go somewhere I'm going to get either put on a crutch or...
More the same.
Or not.
More the same.
And I didn't know about the House Hope. I did not know about the House Hope. And she's like, well, I'm sending you here. And I'm like, run it. You know what I mean? Fucking run it. And, that takes some time, you know. I got to go back to court to let the judge sentence me to it. But since my PO okayed it, like, the judge is going to sign off on it. Judge cleared it. I'm getting my weight back up. I'm starting to I'm running around being a runner. Being a runner helped. Because being in jail, dude, you're in 24. You're 24
you're locked
down.
Dog, yeah, that's a miserable. Yeah,
miserable just laying there around. I started coming back to life, man, and I don't know. I was like, I just gotta do something different. I don't know what the fuck I need to do. And I like, just the House of Hope. Oh man.
And for those who don't know, that's like it's a treatment center.
Man,
but it's like super intensive.
Yep.
This was my aha moment for recovery, man. Is the House of Hope, because like. Man, I don't know. I just remember coming there handcuffed up because, like, my PO come and pick me up, and I'm still handcuffed. I'm like, I thought I'm going to rehab. You know what I mean? Like, just for transportation issues, for precautions, we're going to take. That's just how we have to transport you to say that you got there okay. And I get in there, man, and I don't know. Like, but it's just like I said, anytime I'm sober and I went to jail, like, I've always was like, yeah, you know what I mean? And there, though, man, you build. I get unhandcuffed or whatever. At this time, I'm just vaping, and like that's the first thing they welcome you there. Like they welcome you there, dude. And I still wasn't looking the greatest, you know what I mean? And fucking, they just welcome you there. They're like, take them handcuffs off that man, you know what I mean? You wear blue scrubs, and my sister bought me clothes up. Like my family's always been there for me. Like anytime I'm in treatment, my mom too. Her favorite time, unfortunately, is when she got collect calls. You know what I mean?
She knows you're alive.
Because she knows I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
She knows I'm safe. You know what I mean? And she forever says that. And, like, she put money on my books. But when I'm out there on the street, she ain't giving me shit. When she knows I'm fucking up, I'm not about to pay for it, you know? But,
Yep.
And my family. And not only that, family, friends, my people in London, the Caldwell. Man, I got a lot of people, man, that I would seclude myself from. But anyways, I get to the House of Hope. And that's where I'm introduced to the meetings, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know how, whatever. They say talk about anonymity. I feel like anonymity is like me speaking on somebody else. Like I feel like I can talk about mine. You know what I mean? Like
agree
with
completely.
me. You know, if I'm talking about me, then that shouldn't be an issue. But that's just House of Hope. You come in there. I just wanted something different, and then I see all these guys that's been through the House of Hope, like in sober living, doing good, and then like you get connected with these guys, and then. You really, at the House of Hope, man, it's like...
You do work.
You do work. And then it's no longer excuses anymore. It's no longer, oh, I can blame this person, or I can blame my childhood traumas, or like, don't get me wrong, I understand there's people that out there in this world that has went through some shit. You know what I mean? And it's not for me to judge on how they handle or how they should go about it, but man, I no longer let that shit be what controls my life anymore. The House of Hope helps you, they tell you, get a sponsor, work the steps, go to these meetings, get phone numbers. Like, I was out there in the streets chasing dope, shaking whoever's fucking hand that had the shit that killed somebody. Why not go around trying to find people that have the solution that's going to help me, like, save my fucking life, you know? And then the House of Hope, it's like, well, what's your part? What's your fucking part of the situation?
It's funny because I think House of Hope is one of the only recovery centers that actually is based off the 12-step program.
Yep, and they're nonprofit too.
It's the most successful.
Yeah, their numbers
facility.
Are crazy.
Yes,
like I wonder if there's a connection there. Weird.
And that's where, like I said, when we talk about before we started the Vivitrol, that's I'm no longer on it now, but I did it through the program and a couple months out, but
it helps
just to help get my mind.
It did help. I was on it
plan
too
B.
for a minute. Yeah.
It's a fail-safe.
But, dude, getting in there, the people that work there, the staff, my counselors, and not only that, my brothers, like the guys in there, like, because this ain't no jail bit. This ain't like, hey, I love you, bro, we're in here rocking, we're thugging just because we ain't got no choice to.
Right.
As soon as I touch that fucking door, who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not that, man. Like, we're in there, we're crying together, we're freaking talking about shit, we're, like, getting down to the causes and conditions, as my dude BG would say. And they got this thing called the board.
The
board. Whiteboard,
yeah, the board. I know
concerns,
the board.
Issues,
concerns, yeah.
But, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started,
Is
I'm
that what
like...
you telling people?
Yeah, no, that's where, like, if I have a problem with Devin, I'll put it on the board and say we should address this.
But you
Devin had 2 cups of coffee this morning.
But it can get down to, like some just character defects, like you've seen you acting or doing some other way. And also, though, the issue part is for me, if I had an issue, I put it up on the board. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Did the other members like actually participate, or were they just like some of them full of shit, just like writing shit up there to fuck around?
I have no idea. I'm like, that's another thing I've come to terms with, man. I have no control over what anybody's doing.
No.
I have no control over what anybody's doing. I just know that I have control over this present moment, and that's it, man. Like, I'm so at peace with this now, and like, that's one of the thing about the House of Hope. It helped me, like, get out of myself. You know what I mean? I didn't realize how self-fucking-centered I was.
How much of a roadblock I am to myself.
Like, I didn't realize how much of the fucking problem I was. Like, the drugs and alcohol, they didn't help. You know what I mean? But really, like, it's this now. It's my thought process. It's like, man, I'm able to check that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I fucking have wild and crazy intrusive thoughts still. Like, nothing to drive me to go do anything stupid, but I'm still fucking wired wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I stay connected with God, man, and I pray, and it's just like the House of Hope, man. I fucking love that place. Like, dude, I almost have a year. I have over a year now, and all I have is today. Realistically, that's it. That's all. Like, the year's cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But all I have is today. Now that I just focus in on that, bro, and I got brothers I can count on, like Big Dog that's about to come in next, bro. I remember being on, like, because it was funny, because, like, coming in the short term, like, my buddy Mike was there. It's my brother. He's down in Chile, not to prison, but he's down there in a different program. My brother Mark, like, it's funny because, like, we're all started together, so our conversations were kind of like probably not the greatest ones, like, oh yeah, I was out here doing this, I was out here doing that, like, we're telling war stories, and that's like the kind of shit I used to want to talk about all the time. And it's like our conversations went from war stories to how can we help each other?
Solution.
How can we be here for each other?
Them hope stories hit different,
hope,
man.
The Hope, House of Hope helped me find hope. And then we're on each other's asses, like, because at the House of Hope, they want you to get numbers. And, like, when we come back from me, how many numbers you get, bro? Are you going to call them? You going to make your outreach call, you know? And that's what it's about, man. It's like I said.
That's how it should be.
Dude.
That's how it should be everywhere.
It should. Like, House of Hope, bro. Like,
it's just different.
I wouldn't be where I'm at without their help, man. I just wouldn't. Like, I've always had a great heart. I always did this and that, but I was a piece of shit too. But my aha moment, man, was connecting with God. I say God, man. I believe in God. I believe in something greater than me. I'm not religious. I'm just spiritual by all behalf. Because, like, my dad died 2 years ago, and my dad died trying to get sober. Like, he really did. Like, it was fucking. He was 23 days in. His body couldn't handle it. He tried to cold turkey it, and now I'm like living through him, or he's living through me. You know, it's like it's the least I can do. You know, because we didn't have the greatest relationship, man. Like, he called me. We had a drug relationship. You know what I mean? We got high together, but he always knew he could call me to fix some shit. So that was like our time to kick it. Like, I love those moments. Like, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. When my dad called me, he would tell somebody he was gonna fix it, and then call me.
And then have you do it and take the credit for it.
Back and just like, hey, you did good, but you could have done it this way. Because, man, that's what I do now. Like, my brothers in the House of Hope, my relationships, the staff, it's like everything. I've changed everything. Like, they always talk about people, places, and things, but it wasn't the people, places, and things why I was getting high. It was fucking me.
Yeah.
Like,
they said the one thing you got to change is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like, all the people that, my family, my friends, I got fucking, like, all my old bosses, I still am in contact with them, because, like, everybody always is like, you have great potential, bro. You just, my one boss, Donnie Fry, he'd be like, you're on that shit again, boy. I'm like, nah, and he would work me, you know what I mean? He'd kind of get past it, but it'd get to a point where they own a business, man. They got to.
Yeah, it's like you're a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the people, places, and things. For me, the people part worked itself out.
Yeah.
Prison, or they're dead.
Yeah.
Or jail, or they're actively using. So I'm not going to see them. Places, I choose where I can go.
Yeah.
You know, I choose where to go. And things, I mean, fuck. What am I? Get a needle? What the fuck am I gonna? What thing am I gonna get that's gonna trigger me to fucking get high? You know what I mean? Like,
and it's like them thoughts, bro. Like I'll have them. But it's just like, what the fuck?
They're
now?
fleeting.
They're very,
fleeting.
it's like, I'm able to check it, you know, and it's.
I don't have to act on it.
Yeah, I don't have to act on that shit, because it's all about the action now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the motherfucking action. Like, just keeping your foot forward. And then if I find myself getting so heavy in my head, talk about it.
Go help somebody else out.
Yeah, helping somebody else.
The biggest way to get out of your own way is to go do something unselfishly for somebody
else.
Yep.
And it's not a tit for tat thing for me no more. If I do something, I don't do it for an expectation. I don't set expectations anymore. It's like I just do it to do it, and dude, it comes back to me. Like we get through that. Like House of Hope was great, dude. They have adventure therapy. They got core groups, and they're structured chores. Just showing you like how to live life. And then not only that, AA, man, the 12 steps saved my life. I got a sponsor. I worked the steps, and then with step 4, like that was cool to get all that shit off my chest. But like I come to realize like my biggest resentment was fucking me. Like it was me. Like this that happened then, and I went through this and da 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 da. Like what did I do to deserve that? What was my part of that situation? Because I put myself in it regardless. And working the steps and, asking God to remove these character defects. I mean, they're still there, you know what I mean? It's just always going to be there. And fucking just getting through the steps, man. And then just being in 10, 11, and 12, staying connected. Every day. I pray in the morning, like before here. I read a daily meditation. I read touchstones. And I shoot a prayer up, man. Whether it's just short and sweet or it's just... I don't want to pray for what I don't have. I pray for what I do have and what God's blessed me for. Because it just keeps getting better, man.
Yeah, man, doesn't it?
Dude, I was just a shit show. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I always wanted to get clean. Like, I really did, man. I believe, like, anybody out there struggling.
Didn't know how.
I just didn't really know how to do it, man. And the House of Hope showed me. My brothers helped me. My counselors helped me. Franklin County Sheriff Department rescued me. You know what I mean? Like, I look at it that way now. Like, my PO, I'm forever grateful for her. Like, she sent me a letter. I'm like, life now, dude. I'm off paper. I was supposed to be on paper for another 3.5 years. Showing up. Because, like, I used to be like, fuck probation. They're out to get me. No, I'm out to get myself because I don't want to fucking listen to them.
Yep.
That's it. I showed up drug screens. I got pay stubs because the House of Hope, like I said, my PO's like, you're doing the 6 months. And I'm like, because when I got there, they're like, well, you can do 45 days. I'm like, well, at first I was like, well, my PO's not going to let me, so I'm staying.
I'll be here for a while. Yeah.
But then it got to the point, like, I need to be here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I was out there, like, I was a piece of shit dad. You know what I mean? I wasn't the greatest, and fucking, drugs consumed my fucking whole life, bro. My whole world. I used to think the world was so dark and it was such a dark, gloomy place, but I was making it that way. I was covering up all the light.
I had the sunglasses on.
Yeah,
fucking,
straight
that's all I see
beer
is
goggles,
the dark.
you know what I mean?
I
had them Fetty goggles on. And I just thought that's all my life was ever going to be. There was one time I was down in the basement with Nick, and I'm like, man, I don't think I'll ever be able to get away from this. And I never thought I would. I never thought I would. And then House of Hope, I stuck it out, wrote it out. Man, I got great people. I was going to the soup kitchen there Sunday mornings, doing service work. That's another thing, service work. Made a lot of great people. Some are still here. Rick Linville impacted my sobriety so much, dude. He would take me to, because like, and there you got to get rides to meetings. That's how you start building your fellowship. You know what I mean? You're responsible to get a ride to your meeting. It's not all they just take you and drop you off.
You got to put some work in yourself.
You got to put in the footwork, and that, forever grateful for that, man, because like,
which is brilliant, by the way.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
I didn't have a problem getting a ride to the spot. I didn't have a problem getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
got that motherfucker. Whether I had to walk miles, I had to ride miles, or wait hours, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's incredible, man. And fucking, that's nothing against any other program, but the fucking House of Hope is elite. Like, I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for my PO sending me there.
Yeah.
And, they usually, like you said, you go through these core groups, you do adventure therapy, you get down to cause and conditions, you figure out, like I said, my aha moment was realizing I was the problem, get through the program and go into job search. And my trade before, because I was probably ripping and raving for like a good 3 years without working before. Like, I would do side shit. Like, there ain't nothing. If I can't fix it, I'm going to fucking figure it out. Like, and that's just what I do. I'm a plumber right now. They put you in job search. They get you a nice suit and tie, get you shoes. They get you ready. They help you build a resume. And because, like, all my jobs have always just been word of mouth. Like, my best friend, Dylan, he would always, like, he's a fucking worker, as soon as his feet touch the ground. But then he would, like, he's... And then when I start getting back on that shit, I'm like, he's like, damn, bro. Damn. But, you know, and everything was always word of mouth. So this is like probably the first time I've actually got a job, actually applying for it.
You're being taught how to actually get a job.
Yep.
Like, because we don't know how.
Yeah.
Because we never did.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we did, but never really actually.
Yeah, I've never,
I call them adult jobs, right?
Yeah.
With the proper resume.
The proper resume.
Yeah,
like,
proper
mine was
interview.
always word of mouth. He's a hell of a fucking worker.
Or some under-the-table shit.
Because I always did trade work, you know what I mean? Flooring, drywall, this or that, and I always knew somebody that was in it. And like I said, everybody knew I'd work. It's just a matter of time until we start. How long is it gonna last?
Yeah.
Because I've had bosses bond me out, man, put money on my books, and I'm forever grateful for all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like that shows to something, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's something.
That's crazy as fuck.
However you want to look at it. But then I get this job. I make great money, man. I just got a freaking significant raise because like. We prefab the units. It's called Connect Housing Blocks. We prefab the units in a warehouse, and then they take them and stack them into apartment buildings. Mm-hmm. But I'll do all the plumbing and stuff. I really literally do whatever they want me to do. But they got so confident in me now, like they sent me to on site. Like I'm actually on site working now because they would like to see maybe because I know the ins and outs of the units now, so I can get out there and fix any plumbing issue and do all this. And they want my suggestions on what maybe we can do back at the warehouse. And I just got a significant raise, you know what I mean?
Nice.
But after 90 days went by, I'm showing up. I'm not late, you know what I mean? And I know my worth now.
Yeah.
You know? For me, at least, I've always wanted to have a purpose in life. You know what I mean? I always felt like I needed to fit in or I needed to get this and that. But I needed to really learn to love myself and heal. Mm-hmm. Like, that's when I used to think I needed a woman. I needed to do this. Like, no, I need to focus on, like, that's what I love about the House of Hope because I was able to work on me and figure out I was the problem, learn to love myself, and realize I do deserve a life too. You know what I mean? And it sucks I couldn't get sober for my kids. I couldn't do this, and like I couldn't do it for my family. And that's the thing. Like I say to people, either because addiction affects everybody, bro. I don't think there's a family out here that isn't going through it with somebody. And it's like, how do you handle it? Don't enable it. Don't give up on them though. Mm-hmm. And you just gotta wait till they're ready. You know, at least for me, at least that's all I can think about because I've been fucking. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, man. Because all the trial and error that I went through brought me to where I am now. You know, life's fucking great. You know, life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifing. I got a 14-year-old. You know, got a 10-year-old.
What would you tell your 14-year-old about drugs and alcohol?
Oh man,
if you had to.
She knows about my addiction. You know, she's I mean, it's impacted all my kids, but like I said, I'll go ghost for a while when I disappear. And I left her worrying, sick, and all this stuff. And I felt like me keeping my addiction away from her was doing the better thing, which it wasn't. But what it is. What I tell her now, because we butt heads a little bit, because I'm not trying to enable shit, you know. She's like smoking weed, but she's supposedly stopped, and I mean she's 14, about to be 15. I get it. I was that age too, but I don't enable that shit. I'm like I didn't just wake up one day like I'm gonna be a dope fiend.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much all this little shit is gonna progress. I'm not saying that's gonna happen to her, but at the same time I wanna.
It's in your DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there.
Does she know that?
Yes.
Okay.
She knows.
Good.
And does she like how blunt I am and don't, because she'll call me with like a whole scenario, right? And then nothing was her fault. So then I'm like, Raylan, I used to do this all the time. Like, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't, it was all this. Or like, I get it, you know, but I'm trying to, it's hard, dude.
It's hard.
It's fucking hard, but it'll get better. I love her to death. She's a beautiful young woman. She does great in school. She had a little incident last year, but I'm rough. You know what I mean? I'm a little rough on her. I'm not super rough, I don't feel like, but it's like somebody's got to hold her accountable.
I mean, yeah, you've already been through the same shit. Like, you know
how
it ends up, or how it could end up.
Yeah, you're scared to fucking
death because I used to think materialistic things or a girlfriend and all this other things is what life was about, and it's not. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. I got a girl now. Like, I shot my shot at, like, I met her at the gym, and she's not one of us, you know what I mean? I used to settle for, I don't know, I'm not saying there was whatever, but I got a girl that doesn't want me for what I have to offer, and she knows my story, you know? Like, she's pretty fucking cool and understanding. Like, she come to my lead, and She's
Wow.
she's an NP. You know, it's
That's
like
cool.
I'm like, damn, like this girl doesn't need me. She wants me, and she's
Yeah,
very understanding. And that's just the great things that are happening in life now. Like my brothers in House of Hope, the staff, everybody. It's just
the
like,
wheelchair brother?
No.
Oh, another brother.
Yeah,
School brother?
Just the brothers from the House of
Oh,
Hope.
okay.
Yeah, it's been a long grind, man. I've been battling this shit with myself, bro. But man, like I said, I got the job. I got out of House of Hope. I'm in their sober living. I'm excelling with my job. I'm doing all kinds of side work. People call me. I get keys to people's houses now. Like I always got stuff like that, but then I would like ruin it.
Ruin it, yeah.
Yeah, ruin it. I'm trusted with money. Fucking like I feel like I said before, like even before I was trusted with all that shit, but I would find a way to fuck that up. I got my license. I'm off probation. My PO called me. I was at work. I panicked. I was like, fuck, the POs don't ever call. Like, I got an indictment. It came back or something, you know? I didn't want to answer the phone. I was like, I should leave a message.
Yeah, voicemail.
Yeah, voicemail. But I answered it, and she's like, Mr. Nunamaker, how you doing? I'm like, good. Why are you calling? Is everything okay? She's like, yeah, did you do something I don't know about? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, we're done here. I'm sending in your paperwork. 6 years off the shelf. Probation's done. I don't have warrants in other counties. Because, like, I used to get arrested and I'd have warrants. And I would, like, play musical chairs with counties and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you got to go to Marysville now.
And that was a big relief. I went to my child support hearing. Like, because some people, like, they were like, do the child support while you're in here and then they'll set it low. Like, no, I waited till I got a job. Then they based it off my pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's cool. I showed up for that because her mom joked. She's like, you finally showing up for some shit. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not handcuffed. Because, like, you know, and it was cool. That hasn't started, but it's about to start. Relationships with my families is great. My kids, my sons, though, like, it's pretty cool because it's unfortunate. Like, they realistically probably didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I wasn't ever there, you know? And, like, thanks to the House of Hope, like, and the mother of my kids letting her guard down and having faith that I changed a little bit. Like, I got to see my boys, and I was actually sober. You know what I mean? Like, I was actually in the fucking present moment. And that joy it brings to my heart, dude, is just, that's what helps keep me sober. You know? Like, being present in this fucking moment. Like, no matter what, I know, like, the world's crazy, bro. You know? It really is. There's some shit going on. But I don't even pay no mind to that. Because I can't do nothing about it.
Nope.
I can't. But, like, for my kids having to wonder who I was to, like, where's Dad, you know? Like, it was the coolest feeling ever, like, because I'm showing up to practices. I'm helping with, like, my daughter gets mad because I don't just buy whatever. But it's like, hey, if you're getting into sports or something, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'm going to do that. I'm not. But anyways, I'm able to do that now. And, like, I showed up because I missed one practice. And then I messed with the mother of my kids. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to make it to this one either. She's like, what the fuck ever. But I was on my way. And, like, I get there, and the joy of my kids, like, looking to the sideline and seeing me. And not even that, like, how I know, like, it's just a beautiful thing because they're, like, they're grabbing their friends, and they're like,
faces light
Look,
up.
it's my dad over there.
My dad's over there. You know what I mean?
It's a hell of a drug. That new one.
Man, seeing the joys of life and just being able to be present. Like my daughter, like I said, she's 14. You know, we butt heads a little bit, but I gotta say something's going right because on my 1 year, because I always, like I said, my Uncle Daryl, like I was telling you about, anytime like I'm having some kind of situation with my daughter, because it's her uncle by blood, it's her uncle, but I call him and I'm like, because I'll second guess myself. I'm like, maybe I'm being too hard on her, or maybe I need to just let her run me over and, you know, and just be a sucker. But he's like, no, you're not wrong. He's like, you know, you got to stand your ground sometimes, and, you know, it is what it is. But I'm able to, like, when situations like that, when I'm doubting myself or I have questions, I can call my sponsor, I can call people, and to where I don't get in this because my mind's a fucking prison. It's either going to be, I'm either going to let God, because God's got the key to it. I'm either going to let him just unlock it, or I'm gonna take that key over and I'm just gonna lock it and fucking
you sit
trap. And then the next thing you know, I'm off to the races. But my daughter sent me this on my 1 year, and like this is what this shit's about, man. Like, dude. And like I tell people, 1 year is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking incredible. But all I have is
a big deal.
It is. It's a milestone in recovery. Like everybody, like, cause I remember getting my 30-day. Well, when I came to the House of Hope, I was getting like my 60-day, and I was getting my 90-day. Them were the hardest for me, at least, cause that was like when I'm on the fence, like, oh, I can just maybe sell drugs, and I can do this. Like my thought process is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like them for anybody that's hitting them milestones, man. Keep trucking. Just fucking keep trucking, and it's rough. It's fucking rough. And I'm forever grateful that I was kind of in jail for a little bit before I got to the House of Hope to get myself, like, my mind wasn't right. But
Time.
I got some time, you know what I mean? And just them milestones, it's incredible. Because now I'm at a fucking year. And so it's like it's a whole year of, like, continuous sobriety. Like, one whole fucking year. I never in a million years would have thought. Like, I would be out there for, like, whatever. Yeah, I'm sober. I'm subbed out, methadoned out. I'm not knocking any of them. I'm not. But for me, I can't do that shit. Because it's for me, I'm still chasing something.
Yeah.
I'm still chasing that, and that's what my mind's on. Because, like, my drug addiction was so bad, like, I would get it, and I'm already thinking about the next one. And then it's like, it's never ending. And it's like, now I just get to think about life and what's next, man. I'm going to fucking find this thing my daughter sent me. I don't like reading it because it makes me cry, but I want to read it.
Definitely read it.
Shit. But this is what it's all about. Like, I used to think, like, I'm a piece of shit because I can't get sober for my kids, right? But now that I've, like, learned that I was a problem and got sober for myself, bro, like, everything in life's ever fucking happening. Everything that I ever said I wouldn't be, I ended up being. And then everything I thought I couldn't have, I have now. And if I don't have it, it's going to happen. Like, it's incredible. And that's me getting out of myself and realizing I was the fucking problem. That was just the aha moment for me.
Yep.
This is what my daughter sent me on my 1 year on August 3rd. It says, 1 year sober. Who would have thought you made it so far, Dad? I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing in many ways, and the best one, a father, I needed you, and you grew and made it to look where you are. It's never too late, and I'm so glad to have you. I love you with all my heart, wider in the sky with no ending. Fuck. You got this, keep going and thriving. All the haters are feeding off your success because they couldn't do what you did in a year if they tried. God works in mysterious ways, and he knew you had a reason to be here. And that's just
damn.
She's smart.
Yeah,
damn, bro.
And that's just what it's about now. Like, life's cool, life's good, life be happening. It's unimaginable to think where I'm at, and just to think if, like, cause I try not to future trip. Like, I have goals and stuff, you know what I mean? But I just try to stay focused on the day, man. My life's great. I wake up, I pray, I go to work, I do my part, and I go over my day, and if I could have done better, I put it down in my daily inventory, and I try to correct it. I go to the gym fucking heavy.
Yeah, I say you're jacked, bro. I'm gonna hate on you for that, bud. You're not 113 pounds. What are you, like 190? What, 200?
170, bro.
Are you really?
That's insane.
170.
113
Yeah.
when you got booked into 170. Holy
And,
fuck.
Chiseled, dog.
I bench 335, dog.
I hate you.
But I'm
hate
committed
you.
to the gym. Like, I'm an addict, dude. I hooked the things.
Yeah.
But I can go there and put my headphones in
And you
just
can
zone
fucking
out
not worry about a thing.
and let every fucking thing out. And
Yeah.
I'm very what's it called?
Regimented.
Yeah, with that. Like, it's vital to my recovery.
Absolutely. That's a non-negotiable. For me.
Because not only does it help me physically, I look better, but mentally, man. That's another thing. You got to find positive things to work about.
Dude, you're crushing it. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
man,
for coming on.
you've come a long way
I mean,
our
That's
jail
crazy, bro.
stint
In
together.
CBCF, dog.
Yeah.
great way to end it with that message from your daughter, because that's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
So
Appreciate you guys for having me on here.
hey, thank you.
Thanks,
Yep.
bud.
Yep.